Harp Live, where we are live on the Harper YouTube and also on the TikTok channel at Jaw the Harp. And we're playing jaw harp musical instruments, which is a style of musical instrument found around the world. Mouth harp, jaw harp, Jew's harp. These are broad terms for them. Each place and culture has their own name for these. This in particular is one from Hungary, so it is a drome. I am Smiley. Hi, how are you? How is the great up yonder? What's the weather been doing, and what harps have you been into? There. With a mute. Muting it right here. You can tell the difference between when I was muted and then when I let off the mute. Listen to just the sound of me plucking it with the mute versus taking the mute off. Huge Hugh reaction says, "You are your own grandpa." Well, maybe. Is that a time travel reference? If so, what movie is it from? There, I'm muting it really hard. I am Smiley says Shipanov been getting lots of play today. Yeah, the Shipanov, they rule. Let me see if I have a Shipanov handy. I think I do. I think I have one of his really deep bass, which is the deepest bass in my collection, is my Shipanov G0. And it is a monstrously big harp. Not as big as some of my other basses, but it's a big long harp. The reed on this is so well balanced. Anything Shipanov does is fire. It's good. If Shipanov makes it from his high pitch to his really deep bass harps, they're all good. This one is a G0, which is just barely above what a human being can hear. And you'll see how slow this reed's moving back and forth for a bass this deep. Eric M., how are you doing? So let's play a different harp. We played a couple Derome, we played a Vargan. Let's jump over to a different part of the world. Let's go over to Rajasthan, India. Actually, first, let's go to the southern part of India. This is a Morsing from southern India. I also am going to be playing a Morchang from northern India. But first, we'll start with the Morsing. Every Morsing I played before has a really pronounced draw start, and that isn't always true of the Morchang from northern India, they can come with and without draw starts. But the Morsing itself, everyone I played so far has had a draw start, meaning the resting position of the reed sits slightly in front of the deck. So when you're breathing in, it sounds. Listen to this. Oh, I had a wonderful day, Eric. And that was a Morsing. Let's see. Let me play a Mohan Morchang. This is from a maker from Rajasthan. There's a bunch of different makers from Rajasthan. Most of them are related. This is Mohan, one of the four main brothers making Morchang in Rajasthan. How much does one of those cost? Jaw harps range anywhere from about $20 to on up to $250 or $300. However, the Mohan are normally priced in between 35 and 70 US dollars, shipping including. All the Mohan are killer for their price. Holly Pruitt 880 says, I bought 3 of them and having such trouble trying to get the sound. That is probably because what you're playing and what you was tricked into buying on the internet was not a jaw harp. It is very quite possibly, Holly Pruitt, that you have a Snoopy harp. This is a Snoopy harp, and they keep repackaging them since I came out condemning them. They're being sold now under Snoopy harp, First Note jaw harp, Trophy jaw harp, Shilling jaw harp, Civil War jaw harp, Bluegrass jaw harp, and Hillbilly jaw harp. But they're all the same jaw harp, and they're not really a jaw harp. They're very, very stiff. You're not going to get much to any sound out of this. Yeah, I can't do what I was doing before with a real jaw harp. And it's very, very stiff, transfers vibrations into your head. You probably got a Snoopy harp. That's what it sounds like. My person says that looks exactly like the one I got, and the other two are different. But yes, the Snoopy jaw harps, they don't make any sound. They're 100% defective by design. So if you bought it online, go to the reseller, see if you can get your money back, request a refund, because they are 100% defective 100% of the time. And that's our only defense we have against the Snoopy harps, which are not jaw harps, but they're a jaw harp-like object. So if you get tricked into buying a jaw harp-like object, get your money back from the reseller. And eBay and Amazon is rife with these. A site I like here in the United States that I'm a part of is theharper.com. And there's a link in my bio. But yeah, that's good if you live in the US, Canada, or Australia. They're not currently shipping to the EU. Let's see, what should we play? Oh, let's play another maker from Rajasthan. Now, we played Mohan Lal. This is Rakaram, his brother. Give this one a listen. It's got a lot drier of a sound than the Mohan. And this is like a $25 jaw harp right here. One thing I like about the Rekka is because he does a lot of the time make the trigger loop or the tail loop big enough you can put it on a string. Eric M says he's playing the Afghan one. Which Afghan harp are you playing? I don't have one immediately handy. I do have one by a maker who does make an Afghan pattern harp. Here is another one of the brothers. They're in Rajasthan. This is Gorkaram, a brother of Mohan and Rekka. We played a Rekka Morchang, and then before that we played a Mohan Lal Morchang. Here is Gorkaram. I think these are around $40 or $45. A lot of them have a really, really killer draw start. That's so amazing. I'm determined to learn this. Does breath play a lot in the sound you make? No, not really. It should make sound with and without breath, but I am doing breathing patterns. Holly Pruitt. The Snoopy harp you can't really learn on. It's detrimental to try to learn on this. So throw your Snoopy harp away because this is what it sounds. And that hurts my whole face to play. Hurts my teeth. Did not make any noise. Here's just a $40 Morchang out of Rajasthan. Harp-a-lot says, didn't know you went live on this channel as well. Yes, I do. Normally, on Saturdays, I go live at Jaw the Harp on Instagram and live at YouTube, Bebcorp Harpery. And then Sundays, we go live on TikTok at Jaw the Harp and at the Harpery YouTube. And then, oh, I don't have a Gorkaram Afghan handy. I do have the Afghan or the asymmetrical, which is Afghan on one side and then this funky design here. Let's try that Gorka or Gorka. I've always struggled to say Master Gorkaram's name correctly because I believe the emphasis in that name comes on the K. What's your favorite one? Says Conman and a bunch of numbers. I don't have a favorite. It's kind of like having a favorite food. I have like a favorite 10 or 20 harps I'll have a week, and where I'll play a bunch of different rhythms on a bunch of different harps. Some of the ones I play most often are Mohan Morchang, Salagi, Blackfire, Derome, Sisolka, Czech Brummel, Also a bunch of different harps I make, and there are Norwegian harps. Where is my what I've really been getting down on, and I don't know where it's at the moment, is my Iverson Monarch. But I don't know where it's at the moment. This is Monarch made by a Ukrainian maker. Now, the pattern is a Norwegian patterned harp because it is a Monapa, where it's wedge fixed here. So it's a Norwegian style harp, but this is made by a Ukrainian maker, Dernovoy, who's very well known for his melodic work. And I'll see if I can improvise a melody on this. A lot of times the Norwegian monop is played folk tunes while somebody's tapping their foot as well. What is that? Yeah, this is a Norwegian Monarpa. Somebody says North Pagan. Yes, I would refer to myself as a pagan. I don't know what a North Pagan is, but what is that? Says Shadzilla. That is a jaw harp, Jew's harp, or mouth harp. Would be the broad term for these style of instruments. This one in particular is a Norwegian Monapa made by Ukrainian maker Dernovoy. Let me get a drimba. Here is a drimba from Ukraine made by the maker Denis Plekhanov. I believe it's in that same note. The fundamental of this one I was just playing was the fundamental of the note G2. The fundamental of this, I believe, is a G2 as well. And you'll notice it's the same note I'm playing, but the timbre of the harp is different, or the musical flavor. Ian says, I made a song on my mouth harp. I go, I-E-I-O-E-U. Yeah. I like to go, A-O-E, I-O-E, A-O. And then add the breath to that. Oh man, I totally get lost in that. Let's play another musical instrument. Can't really talk about jaw harps unless you're talking about Yakutian hummus. So hold on just a second. Let me grab a hummus. And hummus, where are you hiding? Oh, a Tartikoff too. This is the northernmost tip of Russia. You find the Homus. It's spelled Khomus. This one in particular is one made by Tartikoff. And a lot of times you'll see Homus come with a wooden case or some type of a case. And almost every single one I've ever seen is a softer wood. So one thing about the softer woods is it makes for a lighter case. Have a sip of the leftover tea. John of Gaunt says, bro's goobin. What is goobin? What does that mean? I don't even know. Oh, this one is not even plugged into a microphone. Have we had sound on TikTok? Let's see here. Bam, didn't even have the microphone plugged in on the TikTok one. And we have sound now. Okay, there we go. We have sound now. I think it was just relying on the built-in internal mic on my iPhone, which you don't want that for sound. You'll notice I play it like the acute play. A lot of times I'm gripping the harp like this. It displays the entire Homos, and then they're playing with the overhand. You have YouTube commenting, oh yeah, the sound is good. Oh, good, yeah. Yeah, that one I had the microphone for the YouTube one plugged in. The microphone for our TikTok live was not plugged in. It was hanging out of the camera and in the back and not in the back of the mic. Let's see, we'll play one or two more harps. That was a Tartikoff Homus. I had one or two opportunities to buy one in my lifetime, and I bought the Tartikoff. I was like, wow, did not regret it. And Yakutian harps are extremely hard to come by because of the war and whatnot. Let's see, we'll play. Let's play one by. I've got one right here. Here is by a Ukrainian maker, Ovcharenko. This is Yggdrasil harp or Tree of Life. Always keep a beverage handy when you're harping. Anyways, we're gonna wrap it up with that. Thank you for everyone who joined in Saturday night, or actually this is Sunday night. Jaw Harp Live. I love y'all. I'll see y'all next Sunday, and make sure to keep your harps clean, keep them dry, keep them oiled, but most of all, be good to each other. Harp out. I love y'all.